gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Unified Amateur Lightweight Division and is brought to you by Reese Distributors. When the action begins, the referee in charge is referee Luc Boutin. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 149.6 pounds and has an amateur record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Arashido in Red Deer, Alberta, please welcome Sean Carroll. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 151 pounds and has an amateur record of 1 win, 1 loss. Fighting out of Black Dragon Martial Arts in Red Deer, Alberta, please welcome Leo Bonin.
Three-minute rounds, amateur mixed martial arts, Unified MMA 42, John Ramdeen, Mitch Clark, your broadcast team. Leo Bonin in the white shorts, Sean Carroll in the black, and these two are after it.
Very composed for amateurs, taking their time, not too jittery, minus the headlock, but overall, like good defensive grappling against the cage, keeping only one butt cheek on the fence, looking to frame up, using his elbow to create space. Even though you can't elbow with it, you can still use it to your advantage. Nice little body lock. Good knee positioning for that takedown too on the double leg by Bonin. Yeah, right.
Leo Bonin in top position here. The open guard of Carroll.
You take a look, his head positioning is tremendous, staying straight on that line, not allowing for Carroll to create an angle and really get any like offensive grappling really going. The only problem with that is it does force the hand of the referee to look at this, be like, well, nothing's happening, especially with no ground and pound right now, right? So is there action? Not really. Is he being defensively quite smart? He sure is. And by ground and pound, I mean like real ground and pound
yes,
in the face. You know, right there, we're seeing these little chipping shots to the body, which right now feel like mosquito bites. Tomorrow feel terrible, but right now they're not doing much and they're not impressing judges. Carroll doing a good job of trying to cut that angle, looking to hook that leg over top, almost for that mirror lock into the armbar itself, but allowing Bonin to really transfer over to half guard.
You're talking about old school Tito Ortiz ground strikes, elbows, punches from this position.
I like Tito. He did a tremendous job. But you want to watch ground and pound, you watch Fedor.
Yeah, of course.
Fedor had the best, and overlooked, I think, sometimes was Mark Coleman. He kept tremendous pressure, like we see right now from Bonin, transferring over the mountain, keeping heavy hipped, which is important. The thing is, it's so tough right here, where you're like, what am I going to do? Punch his sternum? So he has to really get his offensive grappling going.
Arm lock, perhaps, trying to set something up, or no?
Well, he's looking to press it up, and more so than anything, well, now he'll be looking for the arm lock, but when he was coming underneath, it's usually a better setup for your arm triangle more than anything, because the old school, like, well, put the head here, and it's not always going to work in reality. For now, he has to kind of like open this up, maybe looking for that top side triangle, which is a bold move, but, you know, he's only got 20 seconds left, basically, so he might as well do something emphatic.
Trapping the leg was Carroll.
Yeah, nice job looking for some single leg X, but Bonin being aware, looking for that crucifix into back control. As I've stated over and over and over again, what's the most important thing? Chest on back control for that back. Notice how he's sliding down and giving Carroll the optics that he's doing really well.
Bonin shutting out Carroll in round 1, basically.
Yeah, definitely looked like in control. Nice steady passing, good control, not getting out of position. And when he did, he transferred into a better position and was able to limp leg out of that single leg X attempt from from Carroll. Now here, the thing is I'd like to see Sean Carroll kind of hit that second gear. Seems like he's stuck in first gear. And although everything he's doing is good, the difference is there's no speed to it. It's stuck in first gear, so to speak. Bonin is just getting there first and imposing what he wants to do.
I have been told, though, that a lot of fighters that take those first steps into mixed martial arts competition may be really, really good in the gym. But once they step into the competition room, they just can't perform the way that they're used to performing in the training room. One of those reasons is the pressure, your legs feel heavy. So all of these things can be factors.
It's just like Aladdin said, a whole new world. More than anything, this is a different game. Your hormones are completely different. You have so much more on the line. That pressure, no one's watching in the gym. No one cares in the gym. Here, I've sold tickets, or people are watching and they care about me, and I don't want to let them down.
Two fighters are back at it.
Beautiful body kick there. I find it interesting that they allow beautiful counter punching from Sean Carroll here as he's backing up. As I was saying, I find it interesting that they allow the teep to the leg here as they're looking to minimize permanent damage with athletes, but that can be such a crushing blow to the body. Bonin? No, go ahead.
Carroll trying to get into that flow state as Bonin aggressive in his pursuit.
He's having trouble closing that distance there. Carroll has that distance down to a beautiful right hook there. He's looking to piece up Bonin. Bonin's looking to chase him, and see, look how he's chasing him as opposed to closing that distance off. A little bit low there, sliding. That's part of that, is you're leaping in and it slides up, especially with these styles of shorts. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately. Bonin finally able to close that distance and lock into the body there.
I was very impressed with Carroll as he was touching up his opponent.
Bold move to pull butterfly guard, in my opinion, especially with the lack of ability. But I have egg on my face as he hits that beautiful butterfly sweep. And maybe that's the thing. He's just like, I know I'm good here. I don't care. I'll pull that butterfly. I have that double overhook control. I'll sit back and hit a nice, beautiful sweep. Sean Carroll looking to the triangle and looking to abandon ship. Now, the thing is, when you bail out like that, you have to do it smart. And right now, he gave up his back. He gave up that pressure on his back. And, you know, Bonin has that tight control around the neck. Just tucking your chin might not be enough here.
Bonin looking for the choke and gets the submission win as Carroll forced to tap out in round two.
If you take a look, he has that body lock control with his feet and slowly extends his spine, making it uncomfortable. As soon as I start leaning back really hard, what happens to my chin? It pops up slightly, and all that pressure comes to 1 point. Beautiful grappling by Bonin. Started off by a nice butterfly sweep from a pulled butterfly guard.
And do you believe that's a trend that we're going to see in mixed martial arts? You know, of course, it's, okay, this is what works. Wrestling works, kickboxing works, specific jiu-jitsu works, as we look back at how things ended here in round two.
The nice thing is, because he was extending so much, and Carroll was doing a good job of going to the weak side, so to speak, of the rear naked choke. But because he was extending him so much, and he had that palm-to-palm grip, allowed him to really sink in that choke. Now, as you're saying, is like, we're going to see these trends of certain things work.
Right.
At this level, it's not as hardened in.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's more than anything, we're still testing it out. Does this work for me? In my opinion, you try that stuff in pro, you're going to be eating some elbows, you're going to be stacked up. Is it necessarily the best decision? You got to be super confident and super good at that position to be that bold, in my opinion.
We are seeing, even at the pro level, guys are starting to get creative. Certain fighters are breaking out of the mold because of the fact that they know their opponents are going to be wise to this.
It's why that Imanari roll, if you do it right, not 17 to 35 by Ryan Hall, but when we see it here, when you set it up
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is where you see it effective.
This bout is halted at 1 minute and 46 seconds of the second round due to submission by rear naked choke. Your winner, Leo Bonin.